Hello. We're going on to another relic dungeon. It's not really, it's a trial boss fight. A Relic Reborn, the Hydra. Okay. This one can get a little messy. So we'll see. We'll just see. The Hydra. Okay, this dodge that. The very first thing, like the main tank was already running over here, but the boss didn't turn around in time, and so you gotta just dodge that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This white breath. Okay, just get out of that. What does it do? It does a lot of damage, and it gives you a debuff, and reduces the amount healing that you can get. So you don't want to be inside that. Dangerous. Okay, and there's some tank swipes in the front and stuff, so just don't stand in front of there. Okay, there's another white breath thing. Get out of that. Ball of fire. It'll target a random person, and then there'd be fire over there. Look at that. There's fire. Okay, and it leaves fire, so you don't want to go back in there. Look, this person ran back in, the dancer, and now they got burned, so you don't want to go back in there. Okay, now the boss is doing ball of ice under this random person, and so it's gonna do the attack, and then it's gonna leave ice there, so you don't want to walk into that. I walked into it. Look at that. I got it heavy, you know. So okay, so okay, this wyvern popped up too while all this is happening. Okay, it's coming over here. So you want to make sure to take down the wyvern. Is that how you pronounce it? The little dragon, because it will give the main boss a buff or something, and so you need to make sure to take care of this. Okay, at the same time, the boss does this move where, what's it called? Fear itself. Okay, so the Hydra is going to go to the center of the room, and that's the tell. It goes to the center of the room. Here, it's casting it right now. I don't see it because I'm currently targeting the wyvern, but the Hydra over here is doing fear itself, and what that does is anyone outside of melee range will get this debuff called Hysteria. You'll see it because I get it. I wasn't close enough. So look here, the Hydra is about to do the move because the cast is over. Okay, see, the cast is almost done, right? So I'm running in there, but I was not close enough, and I got hit with Hysteria. This person was also hit with Hysteria. So it's me, WA, which is this person, and then these two people, they're like range, so they're like way the heck out there. So we all get Hysteria, and what that does is we just start running around the stage. Okay, watch as I just run aimlessly around the stage, because we all have Hysteria. See, like the black mage is wandering over there, and the dancer is wandering over there, and I'm like wandering all over the place over here. So that's what Hysteria will do. See? I even run into the fire because I can't control where I'm running. So you don't want to get hit with that. So again, the way that you avoid that is by getting closer to the boss. Okay. So you want to get into melee range. Like everyone over here is basically in the boss's hitbox, but I wasn't close enough. I needed to be even closer. I got hit with that. So that's how I get that. So looks like they also got a lot of damage here. And CB is like running through. Okay, CB is about to run into the fire too. Yeah, so they get burned. Okay, and look, they just die because they weren't getting. They were just running into it. So okay, also the dancer died. So getting hit with that fear itself is pretty dangerous because you're running through all these puddles, and also potentially you can get hit with, you know, this thing, this AoE, that does a large amount of damage. So looks like RR might have run into that. Yep. See that? We were looking at CB before, okay? But look at CB. The dangers of hysteria, okay? Just showing this off because this dungeon is all over the place. CB, the black mage, okay, has hysteria. They can't control where they're running. And so they ran over here, and then they're running over here, and they're gonna get the burn. Okay, they get the burn, and they're gonna die. There, they died. Okay, now we look at RR, the dancer. Okay, I run into the wall. I'm okay just hanging out in the wall. Okay, I did run into like the fire and I run some stuff, but I also have tank privilege, so I've got more health than other people. But look at this poor dancer. Okay, he ran all over the place, and now he's about to run into this AoE that does a lot of damage and gives the debuff that makes it so you don't get that much healing. So he runs into the thing, and then he gets hit with it, and then he immediately dies. Okay, so danger. Also, see, look, infirmary. Okay, he got that infirmary, which means he doesn't get that much healing, and he also got hit with this thing. So, you know, the healer tried. Get much watch. Okay, see? He died before the debuff even toggled on here, but he also, like, I don't know, maybe this heal was for me, but okay, maybe that was, but anyway, point is the dancer died because they had the hysteria, so that's why you don't want hysteria. Okay, anyway, moving on. Mean Thrash, what's that? This one, okay, it's similar. You want to get out of this. This does a lot of damage behind the Hydra, so you need to just avoid that. Okay, the Wyvern's Bravery has granted the Hydra the effect of increased damage. Okay, so this is why you need to take down the ad as soon as possible, because now the Hydra has increased damage. Okay, there's a lot happening here. Also, the Hydra is about to do the ball of fire, so we're gonna get another big random ball of fire over here underneath this person. Okay, so we got two balls of fire here, and then we got this ice from before, and then now we have another thing of ice. Okay, now we have this back Mean Thrash. Okay, so that does a lot of damage. You can get out of that. Okay, so I'm hella attacking the ad, trying to just get it down, get it out of there. Okay, White Breath, it's more front damage, and you can get hit with this debuff. Okay, BK, where are you at? This person, they got this heavy. They probably ran through the ice. Yeah, look at this. They're like hella close to the ice. Yeah, they were like standing in the ice. So, were they the one targeted? Here. Oh no, there we go. Okay. BK has had this heavy for a while, actually. Okay, let's see where they are. BK's here. Okay, they run out to avoid this cone thing, but they run into this ice. Sorry, there's a lot of drawings here. Okay. Back here, when RR died, okay, the dancer, okay, BK was standing in the back, and they moved out to avoid that back damage, but they stepped into this. So they got the heavy from the ice. Okay. Now, what this does is, okay, so now this other ice thing happens and BK needs to get out of there because they have the heavy. It can, you know, now they're kind of standing in both, and it, like, yeah, they're trying their best to not stand in both of them. There's also this thing, so you gotta avoid that. It's a whole thing. Yeah, so it's like they move slower, you know. There. Anyway, okay. Dodge the front thing because that's a lot of damage. Okay, dodge the thing in the back. Okay. More ice to dodge. Okay, now there's all this fire again here. Okay, there's a wyvern here, so we gotta take that down. But at the same time, the Hydra is so close to dying that I'm kind of just focused on there. Yeah, that's a lot, huh? That's a lot. You know, biggest things to remember: dodge all the AoEs you see. Don't run into fire. Don't run into the ice. And when the boss moves to the center of the room, make sure you're running to the center of the room, so you don't get the fear itself thing. Okay, when the boss is in the middle, like that. Okay, remember? Okay, he moves. When he moves, that's probably the most important thing of this fight, besides regular dodging stuff. Sorry. Get in there. When you see him hanging out in the middle, just get in there. Get in there so you don't get the hysteria, because that's where things just start falling apart. Because there's fire here, ice there, there's more fire and ice being thrown out all over the place. Yeah, there's a hot mess. So, yeah. That's the main thing to remember. So, yeah. There we go. And, yeah, that's the second fight for the relic thing. There's more things you have to do for the relic stuff, but those two fights are the two ones in the Realm Reborn stuff, and so like they're unique to the relic stuff for Realm Reborn, and then you'll have to do a bunch of other like dungeons and stuff. But yeah. You likely won't see these two fights that often because most people don't do these, but I wanted to add them anyway. Okay, goodbye.